For a town of 1,006 people, you wouldn't expect a whole lot to be going on. But in New Paris in northern Indiana, you would be wrong, my friend. Here in Elkhart County in northern Indiana, you get a chance to see Midwestern values at work. These are some really hard-working people. Many are really deeply religious, like the large Amish population here. Lots of agriculture, lots of manufacturing, lots of work happening here. Craft and Sylvan. Smoker Craft founded in 1921, Sylvan in 1948, but the granddaddy of them all, Starcraft in 1903. Here in the lobby, I'm pleased to see there are friends here. I have some really good taste in magazines.
Hi, I'm Steve Huber.
Okay, and what's your position?
I'm 1/3 of the marketing team, so actually it's like a marketing coordinator. Okay, we roll all of our tubes internally in-house here. So we basically get a full sheet of aluminum, and then we have a roller over here on this machine over here that will roll the tube for us. Once it goes to that, you can see how it is opened up, ready for it to be seam welded. Then we have a seam welder right over here. What they're doing here, where it will make a nice seam all the way down the tube, creating a nice clean weld throughout the whole length of the tube. And then he's also welding on the center keel that goes down to the bottom of the tube, which gives it more strength and actually gives it a little bit of running through the water. Here they're putting on the hat channel and the Z channel, which you can see here. And the back transom, we always put hat channel, and it's a 1/4-inch hat channel, which is the thickest hat channel you can get in the industry at the most strenuous areas. They're in the back and then on the front. Now, for 2013, what's really changing though, which is a big benefit to the consumer, is that these hat channels and Z channels will extend all the way out to the edge of the platform, creating even more strength than what it is right now. One thing about our transom is that we put 18 through bolts through the transom if it gets a 115 horsepower or above. And we build 2 orders, so we know that if it's a high-end model that's going to get a heavy horsepower engine, it gets 18 through bolts. If it's a low horsepower engine, it still gets more than any of our competitors, and it gets 12 through bolts. Production plant, there's really 3 pieces. There's the tube production, there's the actual line production, and then there's the fence production. And the fence production, as you can see here, what they're doing is that they run the fence panel, they slide it into the fence, and it runs to the machine that will actually seal it together. So you get a nice even seal. Once it gets there, it will then get bent. And we have our own bender right here that they'll stick it in and they will bend the fence. And that bend over 100 pieces during the day. At this stage right here, they physically will set into the boat and will install it by screwing it into the base of the boat. So right here, as you can see, he's installing the doors. And they're also installing the seat bases that go. So in this model right here, this is a 8524 Barrage LZ Lounger, and it gets 2 helm chairs. So he's installing the seat bases that are going to be for the driver's helm, and then also there's a passenger helm that goes in. As you can see, she's physically cleaning them all up, going through every seat base, making sure that's clean. Over here, Henry is wiping down the fence paneling, giving it a real nice shine before it gets shrink wrapped to be ready to get shipped out to the dealer. So, right before it goes out to the field, we're ready to ship it, full shrink wrap. As you can see here, torching the shrink wrap, making it real nice and tight. Water won't be able to get in. It's good to go. We have our own trucking company that ships all of our products all over the United States and Canada.